What's up, everyone? It's Roger and Abe here from the DisKingdom podcast, and on this episode, I'm going to be discussing Alice in Wonderland, the new Alice Through the Looking Glass movie, and trying to sell it to Abe and kind of give you a little bit of thoughts about it and what maybe's gone wrong with Alice Through the Looking Glass. So, Abe, what have you been sort of generally thinking about the movie first off before I kind of get into my thoughts on it?
I've been hearing bad things about it. That's why I haven't gone to see it. In fact, I went to go see Me Before You, the romantic movie, with my girlfriend instead. But it's based on a book. It was pretty good. I'm a little concerned. I mean, I've been hearing some people say some good things about it, and they felt inclined to look at the new one. But then I keep hearing negativity about this one, and I mean, obviously, I'm definitely not the one to listen to other people's critique. I like to make up my own and go give it a chance. But I don't know. I've been debating whether this would be the movie for me to go see. I still even haven't seen X-Men Apocalypse because, again, I don't know. I'm not feeling the good. Even the episode I did with you about it, I just don't feel it 100% yet. Yeah. So I don't know. Well, anyways, Alice. Why should I go see it? First of all, before you even dive into it, do they do the Futterwacken again?
The what?
The Futterwacken.
Futterwacken? What's that?
See, you don't even remember the first one.
You know what? This is the thing. I was going to watch the first one because I can't even remember it. That's how
it's that silly dance that the Mad Hatter does.
Yeah, he does some prancing around or something. So this is the thing: is I could not remember anything about the first movie. Literally, it was just like. Couldn't remember. I said to my wife, I said, should we watch over the weekend? And we were like, nah. We only went on Wednesday. Literally, we decided 20 minutes before we left. Well, I turned around and said, let's go see the movie because I finished work a little bit earlier than expected. Because to be honest, this was my wife's choice. I wanted to go see it, but I wasn't in a rush to go see it. That's why we waited for the Meerkat movie half price ones. The trouble is we were last in. At the front of the cinema, and we're right like, hello, it's like awful. Why have we done this? Let's not come to the cinema next Wednesday because
I would never do that.
It's too packed on. We should have gone to the coastal town one instead, where there's no students for the university. Should have done that. But anyway, as far as it was it's all right. My wife enjoyed it. I thought it was okay. I just generally think I think it's just one of those situations of the first movie did so well because it was 3D and it was one of the first Disney. It was the first Disney movie that was 3D. It was right at the height of 3D trial. Everyone was loving 3D, but I think that movie just became a little bit like meh. It wasn't good enough to warrant what it was.
I think it also did so well, the first one at least. I think it was the first live action remake of a Disney classic, or at least one of the first ones. And of course, it was popular. I mean, Tim Burton as well. A lot of Nightmare Before Christmas fans and whatnot. And of course, Johnny Depp as Mad Hatter. But it just I don't know. I don't know if time was the best direction to go with, and that's probably maybe another reason that people have been turned off.
Hello, I am Time. I am doing my Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
Exactly.
It was just. I'm gonna be honest. Time. He was all right in it. I mean, it's like my wife. To be honest, he's not really a villain. He's not a villain. He's completely been missold as a villain. Wasn't there this whole thing? Wasn't Time supposed to be Mad Hatter's dad?
I don't know.
No. But I was sitting there going,
no idea.
No, it had nothing to do with that. I always thought that was the kind of thing that it was, but it's not. He's not even. Time itself. He's a kind of decent character. He's a good character in it, but he's not a villain. They kind of portrayed him. I think they've tried to portray him as a villain, but he's not really like that. He was a good one. I mean, Johnny Depp, to be honest, isn't really in it that much. His character. Stuff. He's not. That's why Alice is going and doing everything, and he's down. That he's not really in a lot of the scenes and stuff. He didn't really seem massively. There's one scene around the table which was quite good with Time. I gotta be honest. I thought Anne Hathaway. I don't know if she she might as well just Skype the phone in while she was on holiday because, as far as I was concerned, she was so bad in it. it just looked like it was just like she was awful in it. It was just so plain, and there's no characteristic. I thought the Red Queen, she was okay in it. But generally, yeah, I mean, the Cheshire Cat was barely in it. I was just sitting there, I'm really glad it was only an hour and a half long, because I think my neck wouldn't have stood up to much longer for it.
Was Alan Rickman any good in there? I know
he was in it. He probably only said 4 lines at the beginning.
Oh, wow.
Barely in it. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, it was okay. It was fine. It was, if you like Alice stuff, you're probably gonna like it. It was good. It was okay. I wouldn't say it was amazing. And I think that's the trouble with going to it. I do think Disney have been hitting out some really good stuff, but I think they've overcooked it. I think I think like, we remember saying this, like with The Finest Hours, again, they've overcooked. They've done too much. They're throwing out too much stuff. After the success of The Jungle Book, I think they need to look at their scheduling, kind of go, because it feels like the last 2 weeks have been X-Men Apocalypse, Ninja Turtles 2, and Alice Through the Looking Glass, all mediocre sequels. And I think that is what they all are. And I think people have just, the days of thinking that sequels were bad I've kind of started coming back a little bit, where, the expectations of them to do less than the original. I think sequels were starting to get this thing, they're better than the originals. Well, sometimes they are just not. And
Captain
I think that's the thing, Civil War and stuff. I think that's the trouble. And I think that's the thing, is like, those movies just keep getting better. They just keep getting better and better. Whereas like this one here, it just feels like, this movie did not need to be made. I don't think anyone missed it. I mean, when they're talking about like it did like 1/5 of the expected box office, they're literally calling this a massive bomb. I don't know if the issue with Johnny Depp over the weekend, I know it was in the papers here, and people saying, well, I'm not taking my kid to see the movie now because of Johnny Depp. That probably didn't help.
Yeah, that's interesting. I keep hearing the opposite, because a lot of people know that, or think that she's totally blackmailing him. But anyways, that's a completely different story. Anyways, so Matt, I mean, I didn't expect this movie to do that well myself, only because there's just a lot of things out there right now. I mean, it's supposed to appeal to a specific demographic, and you're not even capturing kids right now. I mean, you still have the Angry Birds movie out. You have the Ninja Turtles that just came out. I mean, you have all these different movies. Some people want to go see their superheroes, and you got X-Men and you got Civil War. It's just not. I think the timing isn't the best for the movie, aside from just the content itself. But I don't know. I just don't really have a huge interest. And in fact, picking back off of the last thing you said about the mediocre sequels, I'm just hoping that in the following weeks that Finding Dory changes that, because I'm hoping that's an amazing sequel. So it's just unfortunate that a lot of studios have run out of ideas. I mean, it just sucks. But
we saw the trailer for the BFG at the beginning on the screen, and my wife we did look at each other, and we kind of did smile, because I think both of us read the book when we were kids, and we're both really, really looking forward to BFG, because that's again something kind of fresh on the big screen. I mean, we've had the animated version before, but we are looking forward to that, and that's a new one. Finding Dory, I'm wondering if it's going to fall into the Cars 2 kind of. Well, it's all right. I'm not expecting Finding Dory to blow me away, but I do think Alice was. I don't think we're going to see any more Alice movies. I think that's going to be the end.
I hope that's the last one. Yeah.
I mean, it looks pretty amazing. It looks great. I still don't get the Pink's music video or Pink's music with it. It just sounds like they just randomly just grabbed a song and just chucked it on the end. It's got no bearing, it feels like, to the movie. At least her White Rabbit song felt like that kind of was connected. It was about Alice. This Fire one is like, wow, we've got she's got a singer out, and we're just going to approach that song. It just feels very forced. But yeah, I think just in general, just the movie just feels it's okay. It's all right. The story plods along. It's a quick movie. All your main ones are in there. If you love the first one, you're gonna love the second one. But if you didn't really enjoy the first one, or you like me, you couldn't even remember it. It's just I remember just coming out and going. My wife, she was smiling. She said, "Oh, that was really good. I enjoyed that." I'm sitting there going, "It was all right." It was okay. It just, but then I'm going to be honest, that would have been like a straight. I would have waited the video because it just.
That's what I'm thinking already.
Didn't appeal, and I think the trouble is the cost of cinemas. I think the cost of going now. There's so much out there, and there's a lot of mediocre stuff just kind of going through. And I don't know. Even I felt like the Disney hype train wasn't fully behind this one. It didn't really fit. I feel like with Finding Dory, they are really pushing it. With Alice, I think they knew that this was struggling before they'd done it.
No, see, I feel the opposite because Finding Dory, it's a Pixar film. They're definitely wanting quality, especially it's Andrew Stanton. I mean, he does really good work. So, Alice, I wasn't sold on just the idea of time. So I don't know.
He's actually fine in it. There's some good scenes of him, and he kind of there's some he can be a bit funny and stuff. And there's they definitely I think him as Sacha Bowen. I wasn't 100% sure, but I think it worked well. I still believe that he did a good job at that one. There are a few characters and stuff in there, but again, it's okay. It's hard to say it's amazing, and it's I was blown away. Let's say when it ended at an hour and a half, I think I walked out and went, oh, we're out early. I think because I got so used to these epic 3-hour Marvel Star Wars movies that have come out of like 90 minutes and going, and I actually kind of went, yeah, I'm kind of glad. I was like, I wasn't waiting for it. I wasn't thinking, oh my God, like when Star Wars, I remember when, we're on the island and they're going, no, I don't want another hour. I want another hour. This was like, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm fine.
Gotcha.
But no. So there we go. So that is the thoughts there on Alice. Let us know in the comments below what you guys think of, if you've seen the movie, or why you think it maybe hasn't performed as well, or why you aren't going to go see it. Let us know. Patreon.com/DisKingdom. You get access to these episodes a little bit earlier over there. And a big thank you to Ethan over at sortedapps.com. Check us out on our Disney Marketplace Facebook group. And as also, as per usual, hit that subscribe on iTunes or any other devices. And also check out our Infinity and Beyond podcast this week, where we were discussing all things Disney video games. We were discussing E3 predictions. We were discussing the new Tron game, the new Finding Dory stuff. So you definitely want to go check that one out. And then anything else you want to add before we close off for the night?
Yeah, just put your alarm clocks on and don't let time define you.
Anyway, guys, on that note, we shall see you guys in a later episode. So, laters.